Right. Great friends, welcome you all. Congratulations from today. Sharadiya Navaratri, Sharanavaratri. May Mother bless all of us with Brahma Vidya and Brahmanubhuti. We'll be chanting from today in all our classes. One or the other, Devi Stotrams. Right? Here, like every day, Vedic chanting. Then Devi Stotram, common sense thought, Japa mantras, then Shanti mantra, Mangalacharana, Sankalpa, Upanishad mantrocharana, Upanishadatyenam, Shwethashwathara Upanishad, Jiva Bhava is explained to us, and also redemption from that. Great subject under discussion in the fifth chapter of Shwethashwathara Upanishad. All this we do to invoke Parabrahma Ishvara Jagannatha Devatagana Gurugana Shastragana Kripa, and also know which layers of our personality, in what way they have to be beautified, strengthened, Vyaktitva Vikasa, so that we work upon that for our own sake. Friends, in our Vedic chanting today, yesterday, day before, we have seen Ganapati and Punyahavasanam. Now we'll do the Laghunyasa. Okay, and Shivopasana mantras for 6-7 minutes. Then tomorrow the Rudram. So that's how Veda Mantra Manjari, the first part, that will continue. Till that's over, then let us see what Lord wants. Start. Om Atha Veda Parayanam Lagunyasah. Om Athatmanagam Shivatmanaga Shri Rudra Rupam Dhyayet Shuddha Spadika Sankasham Trinetram Panchavaktrakam Gangadharam Dashabhujam Sarva Varna Bhushitam Nilagrivam Shashankankam Nagayagnopavitinam Vyaghra Cha Varenyamabhayapradam Kamandalvaksha Dharinam Shulapaninam ज्वलन्तं पिङ्गलजटाशिखामुद्योतधारिणं वृषस्कन्धसमारूढम् उमादेहार्धधारिणम् अमृतेनाप्लुतं शान्तं दिव्यभोगसमन्वितं दिग्देवतासमायुक्तं सुरासुरनमस्कृतं नित्यं च शाश्वतं शुद्धं धुरमक्षरमव्ययं सर्वव्यापिनमीशानं रुद्रं वै विश्वरूपिणम् एवं ध्यात्वा द्विजः सम्यक् ततो यजनमारभेत् ओम अथातो रुद्रस्नानासनाभिषेकविधिं व्याख्यास्यामः आदित एव तीर्थे स्नात्वा उदेत्य शुचिप्रयतो ब्रह्मचारी शुक्लवासा देवाभिमुखस्थित्वा आत्मनि देवता स्थापयेत् ओम प्रजनने ब्रह्मा तिष्ठतु पादयोर्विष्णुस्तिष्ठतु हस्तयोर्हरस्तिष्ठतु बाह्वोरिन्द्रस्तिष्ठतु हृदये शिवस्तिष्ठतु कंठे वसवस्तिष्ठन्तु वक्त्रे सरस्वती तिष्ठतु नासिकयोर्वायुस्तिष्ठतु नयनयोश्चन्द्रादित्यौ तिष्ठेतां कर्णयोरश्विनौ तिष्ठेतां ललाटे रुद्रास्तिष्ठन्तु मूर्ध्न्यादित्यास्तिष्ठन्तु शिरसि महादेवस्तिष्ठतु शिखायां वामदेवस्तिष्ठतु पृष्ठे पिनाकी तिष्ठतु पुरतः शूली तिष्ठतु पार्श्वयो शिवाशङ्करौ तिष्ठेतां सर्वतो वायुस्तिष्ठतु ततो बहिः सर्वतोऽग्निर्ज्वालामाला परिवृतस्तिष्ठतु सर्वेष्वङ्गेषु सर्वा देवता यथा स्थानं तिष्ठन्तु मावगं रक्षन्तु सर्वान् महाजनान् रक्षन्तु ॐ अग्निर्मे वाचि श्रुतः वाग्हृदये हृदयं मयि अहममृते अमृतं ब्रह्मणि वायुर्मे प्राणे श्रुतः प्राणो हृदये हृदयं मयि अहममृते अमृतं ब्रह्मणि सूर्यो मे चक्षुषि श्रुतः चक्षुर्हृदये हृदयं मयि अहममृते अमृतं ब्रह्मणि चन्द्रमा मे मनसि श्रुतः मनो हृदये हृदयं मयि अहममृते अमृतं ब्रह्मणि दिशो मे श्रोत्रे श्रिताः श्रोत्रगं हृदये हृदयं मयि अहममृते अमृतं ब्रह्मणि आपो मे रेतसि श्रिताः रेतो हृदये हृदयं मयि अहममृते अमृतं ब्रह्मणि पृथिवी मे शरीरे श्रिताः शरीरगं हृदये हृदयं मयि अहममृते अमृतं ब्रह्मणि ओषधिवनस्पतयो मे लोमसोश्रिताः लोमानि हृदये हृदयं मयि अहममृते अमृतं ब्रह्मणि इन्द्रो मे बले श्रितः बलगं हृदये हृदयं मयि अहममृते अमृतं ब्रह्मणि पर्जन्यो मे मूर्ध्नि श्रितः मूर्धा हृदये हृदयं मयि अहममृते अमृतं ब्रह्मणि ईशानो मे मन्यौ श्रितः मन्युर्हृदये हृदयं मयि अहममृते अमृतं ब्रह्मणि आत्मा व आत्मनि श्रितः आत्मा हृदये हृदयं मयि अहममृते अमृतं ब्रह्मणि पुनर्म आत्मा पुनरायुरागात् पुनः प्राणः पुनराकूतमागात् वैश्वानरो रश्मिभिर्वावृधानः अन्तस्तिष्ठत्वमृतस्य गोपाः ओमस्य श्रीरुद्राध्याय प्रश्नमहामन्त्रस्य अघोर ऋषिः अनुष्टुप् छन्दः सङ्कर्षणमूर्तिस्वरूपो योऽसावादित्यः परमपुरुषस्य एष रुद्रो देवता नमः शिवायेति बीजं शिवतरायेति शक्तिः महादेवायेति कीलकं श्रीसाम्ब सदाशिवप्रसादसिद्ध्यर्थे जपे विनियोगः ओम अग्निहोत्रात्मने अंगुष्ठाभ्यां नमः दर्शपूर्णमासात्मने तर्जनीभ्यां नमः चातुर्मास्यात्मने मध्यमाभ्यां नमः निरूढवशवन्दात्मने अनामिकाभ्यां नमः ज्योतिष्ठोमात्मने कनिष्ठिकाभ्यां नमः सर्वकृत्वात्मने करतलकरपृष्ठाभ्यां नमः अग्निहोत्रात्मने हृदयाय नमः दर्शपूर्णमासात्मने शिरसे स्वाहा चातुर्मास्यात्मने शिखायै वषट् निरूढवशबन्धात्मने कवचाय हुम् ज्योतिष्ठोमात्मने नेत्रत्रयाय वयुषट् सर्वकृत्वात्मने अस्त्राय फट् भूर्भुवस्वरोमिति दिग्बन्धः ध्यानम् ॐ आपाताळनभस्थलान्तभुवनब्रह्माण्डमाविस्फुरत् ज्योतिस्फाटिकलिङ्गमौलिविलसत् पूर्णेन्दुवान्तामृतैः हस्तोकाप्लुतमेकमीशमनिशं रुद्रानुवाकान् जपन् ध्यायेदीप्सितसिद्धये ध्रुवपदं विप्रोऽभिषिञ्चेत् शिवम् ब्रह्माण्डव्याप्तदेहाभसितैमरुचा भासमाना भुजङ्गैः कंठे कालाः कवर्दाः कलिदशिष्कलाः चण्डकोदण्डहस्ताः त्र्यक्षा रुद्राक्षमालाः प्रकटितविभवा शाम्भवा मूर्तिमेधाः रुद्रा श्रीरुद्रसूक्तप्रकटितविभवान् प्रयच्छन्तु सौख्यम् ॐ गणानां त्वा गणपतिगं हवामहे कविं कवीनामुपमश्रवस्तमम् ज्येष्ठराजं ब्रह्मणां ब्रह्मणस्पदान् शृण्वन्नोतिभिः सेदसादनम् ॐ श्रीमहागणाधिपतये नमः ॐ शञ्च मे मयश्च मे प्रियञ्च मे नुकामश्च मे कामश्च मे सौमनसश्च मे भद्रञ्च मे श्रेयश्च मे वस्यश्च मे यशश्च मे भगश्च मे द्रविणञ्च मे यन्ता च मे दर्ता च मे क्षेमश्च मे धृतिश्च मे विश्वञ्च मे महश्च मे संविच्च मे ज्ञात्रञ्च मे सूश्च मे प्रसूश्च मे सीरञ्च मे लयश्च मरुतञ्च मे मृतञ्च मे यक्ष्मञ्च मे नामयश्च मे जीवादुश्च मे दीर्घायुत्तं च मे अनमित्रं च मे अभयं च मे सुगं च मे शयनं च मे सूषा च मे सुदिनं च मे ॐ शान्तिः 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 ओम शिवोपासनमन्त्राः ॐ निधनपदये नमः निधनपदान्तिकाय नमः ऊर्ध्वाय नमः ऊर्ध्वलिङ्गाय नमः हिरण्याय नमः हिरण्यलिङ्गाय नमः सुवर्णाय नमः सुवर्णलिङ्गाय नमः दिव्याय नमः दिव्यलिङ्गाय नमः भवाय नमः भवलिङ्गाय नमः शर्वाय नमः शर्वलिङ्गाय नमः शिवाय नमः शिवलिङ्गाय नमः ज्वलाय नमः ज्वललिङ्गाय नमः आत्माय नमः आत्मलिङ्गाय नमः परमाय नमः परमलिङ्गाय नमः एतत् सोमस्य सूर्यस्य सर्वलिङ्गस्थापयति पाणिमन्त्रं पवित्रं सद्यो जातं प्रपद्यामि सद्यो जाताय वै नमो नमः भवे भवेनाति भवे भवस्व मां भवोद्भवाय नमः वामदेवाय नमो ज्येष्ठाय नमः श्रेष्ठाय नमो रुद्राय नमः कालाय नमः कलविकर्णाय नमो बलविकर्णाय नमो बलाय नमो बलप्रमतनाय नमः सर्वभूतदमनाय नमो मनोन्मनाय नमः अघोरेभ्यो धघोरेभ्यो घोरघोरतरेभ्यः सर्वेभ्यः सर्वेभ्यो नमस्ते अस्तु रुद्ररूपेभ्यः तत्पुरुषाय विद्महे महादेवाय धीमहि तन्नो रुद्रः प्रचोदयात्। ईशानः सर्वविद्यानामीश्वरः सर्वभूतानां ब्रह्माधिपतिर्ब्रह्मणोऽधिपतिर्ब्रह्मा शिवो मे अस्तु सदाशिवो। नमो हिरण्यवाहवे हिरण्यवर्णाय हिरण्यरूपाय हिरण्यपतये उमापतये पशुपतये नमो नमः। ऋतगं सत्यं परं ब्रह्मपुरुषं कृष्णमिङ्गलम् ऊर्ध्वरेतं विरूपाक्षं विश्वरूपाय वै नमो नमः। सर्वो वै रुद्रस्तस्मै रुद्राय नमो अस्तु। तमुष्ट पुरुषो वै रुद्रस्सन्महो नमो नमः। विश्वं भूतं भुवनं चित्रं बहुधा जातं जायमानं च यत् सर्वो ह्येष रुद्रस्तस्मै रुद्राय नमो अस्तु। कद्रुद्राय प्रचेतसे मीडुष्टमाय दव्यसे वोचे मशन्तमगं हृदे सर्वो ह्येष रुद्रस्तस्मै रुद्राय नमो अस्तु। ओम शांति शांति शांति। Tomorrow we'll do Rudra Prashna, 11 Anuvakas. Maybe in 3 days we can do. Then we go for the Chamakam. Whatever are there in this Veda Mantra Manjari is our practice. Right? Now Navaratras, let us do Mother's Stotrams. We have sent you aside. In that maybe 300-400 stotras are there. So whatever the thing is that in that Krishna, Vasudeva, we will be following that only. The second aspect is there, no, after the puja, the stotras, the Akhilandeshwari stotram, Adya stotram, Annapurna mantrastavaha, Annapurna stotram, Abhirami, all from A onwards the stotras are there. And alphabetically in the Sanskrit. So we will do them that like that only. So which mantras come at what day? Like first 3 days Durga, next 3 Lakshmi, then 3 Saraswati. In that way, Krishna Vasudeva, I will not do. We will just follow this. जितने स्तोत्र होंगे उतना होंगे. And in this class 2 or 3, then in my next class also I will do it. Therefore, you may not get the sequence here. You will miss in between things. Because in other classes also, 1 or 2 stotras will be done. Om Shri Mata Kripa Kadaksha Siddhi Dwara Jnana Bhakti Praptyartham Navaratri Shubha Divas Dine Shubha Dine शरन्नवरात्रि अवसरे श्री मातुः स्तोत्र पारायणं वयं सर्वे विश्वकल्याणार्थं विश्वशान्त्यर्थं च करिष्यामहे. वयं सर्वे stotras, offer the Akhilandeshwari stotram is there. Okay, yeah, small one only. Let us chant. Om atha Akhilandeshwari stotram Om ओंकारार्णवमध्यगे त्रिपथगे ओंकारबीजात्मिके ओंकारेण सुखप्रदे शुभकरे ओंकारबिन्दुप्रिये ओंकारे जगदम्बिके शशिकले ओंकारपीठस्थिते दासोऽहं तव पादपद्मयुगळं वन्देऽखिलाण्डेश्वरी ह्रीङ्कारार्णववर्णमध्यनिलये ह्रीङ्कारवर्णात्मिके ह्रीङ्काराब्धिसुचारुचान्द्रकदरे ह्रीङ्कारनादप्रिये ह्रीङ्कारे त्रिपुरेश्वरी सुचरिते ह्रीङ्कारपीठस्थिते दासोऽहं तव पादपद्मयुगळं वन्देऽखिलाण्डेश्वरी श्रीचक्राङ्कितभूषणोज्ज्वलमुखे श्रीराजराजेश्वरी श्रीकण्ठार्धशरीरभागनिलये श्रीजम्बुनाथप्रिये श्रीकान्दस्य सहोदरे सुमनसे श्रीबिन्दुपीठप्रिये दासोऽहं तव पादपद्मयुगळं वन्देऽखिलाण्डेश्वरी कस्तूरीतिलकोज्ज्वले कलिहरे क्लीङ्कारबीजात्मिके कल्याणी जगदीश्वरी भगवती कादम्बवासप्रिये कामाक्षी सकलेश्वरी शुभकरी क्लीङ्कारपीठस्थिते दासोऽहं तव पादपद्मयुगळं वन्दे अखिलाण्डेश्वरी नादे नारदतुम्बुरादिविनुते नारायणी मङ्गले नानालङ्कृतहारनूपुरधरे नासामणि भासुरे नानाभक्तसुपूज्यपादकमले नागारिमध्यस्थले दासोऽहं तव पादपद्मयुगळम् नारायण वन्दे किलाण्डेश्वरी श्यामाङ्गी शरदिन्दुकोटिवदने सिद्धान्तमार्गप्रिये शान्ते शारदविग्रहे शुभकरे शास्त्रादिषड्दर्शने शर्वाणि परमात्मिके परशिवे प्रत्यक्षसिद्धिप्रदे दासोऽहं तव पादपद्मयुगळं वन्दे किलाण्डेश्वरी माङ्गल्ये मधुरप्रिये मधुवदे माङ्गल्यसूत्रोज्ज्वले माहात्म्यश्रवणे सुते सुतमयि माहेश्वरी चिन्मयी मान्धातृप्रमुखादिपूजितपदे मन्त्रार्थसिद्धिप्रदे दासोऽहं तव पादपद्मयुगळं वन्दे किलाण्डेश्वरी तत्त्वे तत्त्वमयि परात्परमयि ज्योतिर्मयि चिन्मयि नादे नादमयि सदाशिवमयि तत्त्वार्थसारात्मिके शब्दब्रह्ममयि चराचरमयि वेदान्तरूपात्मिके दासोऽहं तव पादपद्मयुगळं वन्दे किलाण्डेश्वरी कदम्बवृक्षमूले त्वं वासिनी शुभदारिणी धराधरसुते देवी मङ्गलं कुरु शाङ्करि ध्यात्वा त्वां देवि दशकं ये पठन्ति भृगोर्दिने तेषां च धनमायुष्यम् आरोग्यं पुत्रसम्पदः इति श्री अखिलाण्डेश्वरी स्तोत्रम् आद्या स्तोत्रम् इतना बड़ा है ये भी some stotras can be big some small we don't know we just start ॐ श्री आद्या स्तोत्रम् ब्रह्मोवाच शृण्वत्स प्रवक्ष्यामि आद्या स्तोत्रम् महाफलम् यः पठेत् सततं भक्त्या स एव विष्णुवल्लभः मृत्युर्व्याधिभयं तस्य नास्ति किञ्चित् कलौ युगे अपुत्रा लभते पुत्रं त्रिपक्षं श्रवणं यदि द्वौ मासौ बन्धनान् मुक्ति विप्रवक्त्रात् श्रुतं यदि वृतवत्सा जीववत्सा षण्मासं श्रवणं यदि नौकायां सङ्कटे युद्धे पठनात् जयमाप्नुयात् लिखित्वा स्थापयेत् गेहे नाग्निचौरभयं क्वचिद राजस्थाने जयी नित्यं प्रसन्ना सर्वदेवताः ॐ ह्रीं ब्रह्माणि ब्रह्मलोके च वैकुण्ठे सर्वमङ्गला इन्द्राणी अमरावत्यामम्बिका वरुणालये यमालये कालरूपा कुबेरभवने शुभा महानन्दाग्निकोणे च वायव्यां मृगवाहिनी नैऋत्यां रक्तदन्ता च ईशान्यां शूलधारिणी पाताले वैष्णवी रूप सिंहणे देवमोहिनी सुरसा च मणिद्वीपे लङ्कायां भद्रकालिका रामेश्वरी सेतुवन्दे विमला पुरुषोत्तमे विरजा औड्रदेशे च कामाक्ष्या नीलपर्वते कालिका वङ्गदेशे च अयोध्यायां महेश्वरी वाराणस्यामन्नपूर्णा गया क्षेत्रे गयेश्वरी कुरुक्षेत्रे भद्रकाली व्रजे कात्यायनी वरा द्वारकायां महामाया मथुरायां महेश्वरे क्षुधा त्वं सर्वभूतानां वेला त्वं सागरस्य च नवमी शुक्लपक्षस्य कृष्णस्यैकादशी परा दक्षसाधुविता देवी दक्षयज्ञविनाशिनी रामस्य जानकी त्वमी रावणध्वंसकारिणी चण्डमुण्डवधे देवी रक्तबीजविनाशिनी निशुम्भशुम्भमथिनी मधुकैटभघातिनी विष्णुभक्तिप्रदा दुर्गा सुखदा मोक्षदा सदा अद्य आद्यास्तवमिमं पुण्यं यः पठेत् सततं नरः सर्वज्वरभयं न स्यात् सर्वव्याधिविनाशनं कोटितीर्थफलं तस्य लभते नात्र संशयः जया मे चाग्रतः पातु विजया पातु पृष्ठतः नारायणी शीर्षदेशे सर्वाङ्गे सिंहवाहिनी शिवदूती उग्रचण्डा प्रत्यङ्गे परमेश्वरी विशालाक्षी महामाया कौमारी शङ्किनी शिवा चक्रिणी जयदात्री चरणवत्तारणप्रिया दुर्गा जयन्ती काली च भद्रकाली महोदरी नारसिंही च वाराही सिद्धिदात्री सुखप्रदा भयङ्करी महारौद्री महाभयविनाशिनी इति श्रीब्रह्मयामले ब्रह्मनारदसंवादे श्री आद्यास्तोत्रम्। ओम शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः। ओम अतः श्री अन्नपूर्णा मंत्रस्तवः। हो सकता है एक और। ओम अतः श्री अन्नपूर्णा मंत्रस्तवः। ओम श्री दक्षिणामूर्तिर्वाच अन्नपूर्णामनुं वक्षे विद्या प्रत्यङ्गमेश्वरी यस्य श्रवणमात्रेण अलक्ष्मीर्नाशमाप्नुयात् प्रणवं पूर्वमुच्चार्य मायां श्रियमथोच्चरेत् कामं नमः पदं प्रोक्तं पदं भगवतीत्यथा माहेश्वरी पदं पश्चादन्नपूर्णेत्यथोच्चरेत् उत्तरे वह्निदयितां मन्त्र एष उदीरितः ऋषि ब्रह्मास्य मन्त्रस्य गायत्री छन्द ईरितम् अन्नपूर्णेश्वरी देवी देवता प्रोच्यते बुधैः माया बीजं बीजमाहो लक्ष्मी शक्तिरितीरिता कीलकं मदनं प्राहुर्माययान्यासमाचरेत् रक्तां विचित्रवासनां नवचन्द्रचुटाम् अन्नप्रदाननिरतां स्तनभारनम्राम् अन्नप्रदाननिरतां नवहेमवस्त्राम् अम्बां भजे कनकमौक्तिकमाल्यशोभां नृत्यन्तमिन्दिशकलाभरणं विलोक्य यष्टां भजे भगवतीं भवदुःखहन्त्रीम् आदाय दक्षिणकरेण सुवर्णदर्शं दुग्धान्नपूर्णवितरेण च रत्नपात्रम् एवं ध्यात्वा महादेवीं लक्ष्मीकं जपेन्मनुं दशांशमन्नं जुह्यात् मन्त्रसिद्धिर्भविष्यति एवं सिद्धस्य मन्त्रस्य प्रयोगात् शृणु पार्वती लक्षमेकं जपेन्मन्त्रं सहस्रैकं हविर्हुनेत् महतीं श्रियमाप्नोति कुबेरत्रयसन्निभां जप्त्वैकलक्षं मन्त्रज्ञः पुनेदन्नन्दशांशकम् तत्कुलेन्न समृद्धिः स्यादक्षयन्नात्र संशयः अन्नं स्पृष्ट्वा जपेन्मन्त्रं नित्यं वारचतुष्टयम् अन्नराशिमवाप्नोति समलव्यापनीमपि सहस्रं प्रवेद्यस्तु मन्त्रमेतं नरोत्तमः इह भोगान्यथा कामान् भुक्त्वान्ते मुक्तिमाप्नुयात् कुले न जायते तस्य दारिद्र्यं कलहावलिः न कदाचिदवाप्नोति दारिद्र्यं परमेश्वरी पलाशपुष्पैर्हवनम् अयुतं यः समाचरेत् स लब्ध्वा महतीं कान्तिं वशीकुर्यात् जगत्त्रयं पयसा हवनं मर्त्यो य आचरति कालिकः तद्गेहे पशुवृत्तिः स्यात् गावश्च बहुदुग्धदाः एवं मन्त्रं जपेन्मर्त्यः न कदाचिल्लभेद्वयम् असौख्यमश्रियं दुःखं संशयो नात्र विद्यते हविष्येण हुनेद्यस्तु नियतं मानवोत्तमः सर्वान् कामान् वाप्नोति दुर्लभानप्यसंशयः अन्नपूर्णा प्रयोगोऽयम् उक्तो भक्तेष्टदायकः किमन्यदिच्छसि श्रोतुं भूयो मे वद पार्वती इति श्रीमहातिर्वसिद्धान्ते अन्नपूर्णा मन्त्रस्तवः। नेक्स्ट we have to do अन्नपूर्णा स्तोत्रम. इतना आज काफी है. नेक्स्ट क्लास में नेक्स्ट इट गोज ऑन. I am doing in every of the class minimum one stotra. Now friends, in our today's common sense thought, again it is three things. One is what? The whole world is in different distress and pain today for all the uncalled for reasons. And even though it is the Veshti and Samashti, karma phala, vasana, exhaustion going on. And yet there is a very much dukkha that is happening. So you and I as Adhyatmika sadhakas supposed to have that kind heart in us, compassion in us, definitely. Therefore, heart in heart, let us pray that whoever are the main culprits or the causes for all variety of violence, first and foremost, they get sadbuddhi. They retrieve from, withdraw from even a thought of himsa to anyone for whatever reasons. Never. First, let everyone have sadbuddhi. That type of prayer, sankalpa, let us do. Second one is the people who are going through the hardships, let them have all the sufficient courage to face them without going through the dukkha much. Let there be badha, pain, but let there not be the dukkha, the misery. Because pain may come, but if the dukkha is not there, it is a little better, isn't it? Pain happens to the body or happens to the things around, what we see, the losses. But dukkha is to the heart. So let that dukkha does not come. Then no vengeance of whatsoever in anybody's hearts, again to take revenges, retaliations. Let everyone learn the arts of forgiving each other, learn the art of loving each other, learn the art of walking together towards a better world, totally outside, better life individually. Let these prayers also be extended by us. Then let everything, the comforts or the what you call the amenities, all the things required for a smoother, proper human life are restored in the whole universe cosmos. We know on our earth globe so many chaos are happening. Like that, how many places such things are happening, we don't know. Then the next prayer is for the future too. There should not be any thought of violence in anybody's hearts, which generally are born out of the extreme arrogance and the selfishness. When we are with our own selves, we can have any thoughts, any processes, whatever we do. But the moment into our consideration, anybody other than us comes, whoever they may be, other than tolerance, love, compassion, we cannot relate to anyone with our selfish attitude. That is the beginning of all sin. Like I am with myself. Let me think about my own selfishness, my own ideas, ideologies. It's too personal, it is me. But the moment you are there in my life, even for a fraction of moment, isn't it? In the mind or even outside in the interaction, immediately my standpoint should change that I should take you into account. And the interaction is full of the love, full of the understanding, full of the acceptance, full of the tolerance. So that our meeting should not create a clash between us, within us, and create the chaos, confusions in the subtle world. So let this be there for future. That not even one person is in any type of selfishness or greed or ego that he is causing the chaos, the confusions, the conflicts, the confrontations, and extending to huge level of such a terrifying, terrible wars. Those you and I who are studying, who study the Puranas and see Devasura Sangrama, and then they kill each other with so many of the Astras and Shastras. It's a direct live in front of our eyes nowadays. And pray intensely that it should not spread anywhere. Let the wisdom prevail, let tolerance prevail, let forgiveness prevail, let acceptance prevail, let togetherness prevail. They are very important. नहीं तो फिर सारा सत्यानाश हो जाएगा. It's a scar on human history again. If at all it is written or not even not written, it's a terrible scar that was the worst period again. करके लिखा जाएगा किताबों में, नहीं होना चाहिए. So let us be very conscious and be in that prayers. And remember, we are in this world at this moment when those are happening. That is enough reason that we are also supposed to take some responsibility. Our duty also we have to perform. And we cannot go and fight war and take sides, which is the worst thing. We can't go and stop the war where nobody listens to us. Who will listen to us? Will you listen to me? Don't have war if I say, you say, Swamiji, we can't as Hindus without be war because in Hindu calendar, every day is war only. सोमवार मंगलवार बुधवार गुरुवार शुक्रवार शनिवार इतवार इसलिए हर दिन हम घर में लेटते रहते. So Krishna Vasudeva. So we cannot stop the war because nobody listens. But at least we can pray that something will happen. Some buddhi will prevail. And if the prayers are very deeper, very intense, sankalpas are very deeper, intense, like right now, I can send sankalpa in the presidents, in the prime ministers, in the army chiefs, in all the commanders, colonels, or whatever the ranks or soldiers. Let that vengeance go away. Let that hatred go away. Let that arrogance go away. Let that violent pravritti, himsa pravritti, go away from everyone. Let everyone think about being together. Those who have done crimes, may they all ask for forgiveness. And those towards whom the crimes are done, let them have the large heartedness to forgive and move ahead. See, I can pray that for the peace of the entire universe. It costs nothing but pays so much a lot. In this way, if the entire world is sending those prayers of unison, not division, of love and forgiveness, not hatred, of being together and not killing each other, then the things will change. If each of us being sadhakas and only thoughts of the wars and divisions, then who else will save this country? Isn't it? And the first thought is very important. Sadbuddhi, sabko sanvati de Bhagwan. Let everyone have the sadbuddhi. This is the first thought extendable to a great extent today. The second one is about our own individual life. The common sense thought that how much of our, thought, words, and deeds are getting divinized, that observation be done consciously, and then that harder than the hardest work that is required to be done, let us do to mold ourselves towards being spiritual from worldly. That our intellectual understanding and conviction, that mental willingness, preparedness, despite the mind's various emotions and attachments, attractions, and that struggle at the Indriya and Sharira level, truly practically to do these divine related practices or sadhanas, that is called tapasya. Let us all today resolve to become tapasvins, supposed to do the harder than the hardest works to shift our lifestyle from being worldly to spiritual all through and maximum. It's very tough. So many variety of asanas may hinder us, obstruct us, they give us a pain, and it can be sometimes so unbearable. Yet have that patience, have faith in the divine, have faith in the nobility of the sankalpa which we have taken on, that we have to become spiritual. With that, those temporarily coming terrible oppositions from our own inner personality, let us face diligently with all dareness and courage. Then what that type of very strong oppositions or wars are not there. When the things are smoother, situations are lighter, instead of involving in again those things which make us worldly. Let us commit only for our spiritual doings. And in the meantime, as a students of Shastras every day, let us assess again and again how much the clarity in our life has come regarding the reality as real, and how much clarity came in us regarding the unreal as unreal. You know, these two are such crucial things. If the Brahman, the Atman, the Brahman alone is real, if that the conviction does not come, then we don't pursue him or that reality. So too, if the world is not understood to be mithya, or not understood to be unreal, or not understood to be continuously changeable, and not understood to be is the cause of bondage, our attractions, our attachments, our involvements, our intelligences, which are called as samsara, can never be reduced. And that's why the intelligence of, see, the great guide Bhagavan Adi Shankara in our evening text Manisha Panchagam in the sloka number 3, you see, Shashvanashwarameva Vishwamakhilam Nishchitya Vacha Guru. The whole Jagat is Nashwaram only. Don't run for it. Then run for the permanent. What is that? Nityam Brahma Nirantaram Vimrshata. And to achieve both of them, Nirvyaja Shantatmana. The Nirvyaja Atma free us from the attachments in the world. Shantatma helps us in engaging in the Nitya Nirantara Brahma Tattva. So we have to keep on assessing, because on this base only stands the entire spiritual sadhana edifice. If still in us the Jagat Satyatva is stronger, we will create only Raga Dvesha for the Jagat. Even as still the conviction has not come about Brahman alone is reality, our meditations to realize him will not even take up, or will not even start. And yet, though we know the world is mithya, yet the raga desha, the aspects we leave of the world, but not the duties aspect. Karmanivadhikarasti also should not be forgotten, that is involved in that. So let all these sublime intellectual maturities dawn in us, and they should guide our decisions and actions. That's what is our second thought for the day. It can be also elaborated for a long, long time. We just pause it there. Then the third one is today onwards the Sharadiya Sharadrutu Navaratras. So 9 days, the whole country, whole Hindu Samaja, entire world will be invoking Jagannatha in various forms. And that mother is very much there, ready to receive our pujas, prayers, and ready to bless us with whatever we want or ask. Therefore, according to your own age, time, conveniences, whatever the variety of Navaratri Karyakramas you can do. Whichever are possible. Because the whole world is soaked in mother's devotion. If you also can tune, it will help. Although there is nothing greater than worship of mother by studying the Brahma Vidya. Because Brahma Vidya is the mother's Rupa only. So what we are doing every day is the mother's worship only. And yet these 9 days being the special for that, all other things you can do. I know. Organize the programs by your own, or attend the programs organized by others, or have your own individual family programs or individual. But somehow or the other should keep on happening depending on your other busy schedules compulsory. If you don't have that many, too busy compulsory schedules of outer duties, comparatively, relatively, if you are free, luckiest you are. So involve in the Devi pujas, involve in Devi stotra parayana, involve in Devi bhajanas, in the Devi variety of mantra japa, isn't it? It's all beautiful. Involve in the Devi Bhagavatam or Durga Saptashati ityadi parayanas, or involved in Devi Sambandhi Satsangas Kathas. I thought of doing Saundarya Lahari this time nowadays. But then already we are doing so many texts. Oh, Shankara Bhagwan ke literature mein to aa hi jayega. Therefore, I could not add anything new. So, visit the mother's temples and try to see everything as expression of mother. Only two things. The whole world, what we see is mother. And who is behind that as substratum is the father, the Brahman. है कि नहीं? The Brahman and the Maya. ये दो ही सारा जगत. Brahman as substratum, Maya as the Rupanam. But for that mother's presence, this beautiful world would have not been in front of us to entertain us. She is not there to bind us. The mother, the Maya. We wrongly relate with her and get ourselves bound. Never blame the Prakriti, the Adiparashakti, the Adyashakti, Jagannatha, the Maya. Uh-huh. She has both aspects of liberating us and binding us. We are the ones who, by our mistakes, have taken up, invoked her binding Shakti. It is our mistake. We have to rectify it. And she always has got the Mukti giving Shakti. Like the Maya has three gunas, Sattva, Rajas, Tamas. Who told you to invoke only Rajas, Tamas always? Who stopped you from invoking Sattva? So to never blame the Prakriti or the Jagan Mata. She is always kind and benevolent. So in this way, so the Matas Puja, Bhajana, Japa, Kirtana, Stotra Parayana, Jagrata, Mandiradi Darshanam, then mother related Shastras Adhenam, Shravanam, then looking at the most divine form of the mother, praying to her in and out throughout the day, to keep us on the Adhyatmic Marga and remove all the obstacles, empower us, strengthen us. Let the higher than the highest sadhanas that are required to be done to achieve the ultimate be done by us by your grace, O Mother. Pray to our life. So, too, as we said in the beginning, pray for the Vishwa Shanti, pray for the Vishwa Kalyana, Vishwa Saubhratrutva, Vishwa Ekata, Ityadi. That's what will be our today's third thought of common sense. Tomorrow we'll have other things. Okay. In today's mantra, we'll be chanting mother's mantra only today. तो बाकी 8 दिन let us see अगर only mother mantras if I remember they are only we chant for our japa. Today's mantra is Navaratra Durga Devi. You all know that mantra. Om Navadurgam Mahakalimim Brahma Vishnu Shivatmikam Trikala Jnana Sampannam Namami Bhuvaneshwari. Because in the Navadurga is there, Brahma Vishnu is there. This mantra on the first day of Navaratra we have selected. So Om Parabrahma Navadurga, the one who is in the form of Navadurgas. You all know all of them. Every form she takes only to protect the good bhaktas by destroying the dushta rakshasas. While doing so, she is in the Mahakali Rupa. Navadurga Mahakalim. So Kali Rupa is the what do you call the ferocious form to create the peace later on. See that very interesting word about mother, one name, Bhadra Kali. Bhadra is auspiciousness. Kali is ferociousness. She takes the ferocious form of eliminating the negative so that later on the Bhadra, the auspiciousness is created. In this world also, if you see, whatever the huge earthquake come, forest fires happen, which are daivi, not in our control. The floods happen, the tsunamis come, which are not in our hands. Later on, if you can observe deeply, they have done something good to the world only. That Kalika's Sarupa of the mother is to create the Bhadrata, the auspiciousness only later. क्योंकि Jagan Mata and Bhagavan never are there to trouble us, to give us dukkha. If that's the case, then their Jagan Matrutva, Petrutva can't be justified. If somebody is mother, father, they only love the children. No, they cannot trouble the children. So in this way, we can see. So Navadurga I explained you, Mahakali I explained you. Then Brahma Vishnu Shivatmika. In one way of talking about the Parabrahma Tattva as the Chiti Shakti, okay, feminine form. In that case, all these Brahma Vishnu Shiva, the creator, maintainer, dissolver, are said to be her own expressions. Therefore, she is the Atma of Brahma Vishnu Shiva. She is a self, she is the support, she is a substrate. So Navadurga, Mahakalim, Brahma Vishnu Shivatmakam, Trikala Jnana Sampannam. The mother who knows about Bhuta Bhavishyat Vardhaman of every micro individual and macro cosmos. Trikala Jnana Sampannam. Such you, Navami, Mamami Bhuvana Ishwari. The Anantakoti Bhuvanas and Brahmandas. O Mother, you are the Ishwari, you are the Goddess, the Lord. I am saluting you. Bless me that day by day my intellect should grow in understanding your beautiful presence and leelas that are happening in the whole universe. Let that give me more and more Ascharya, more and more Adbhutatva. Thereafter I become more and more deeply, intensely, single pointedly devoted only to you. This is the powerful mantra. Let us chant. ॐ नवदुर्गां महाकाळीं ब्रह्मविष्णुशिवात्मिकां त्रिकालज्ञानसम्पन्नां नमामि भुवनेश्वरीं ॐ श्रीमात्रे नमः ॐ नवदुर्गां महाकाळीं ब्रह्मविष्णुशिवात्मिकां त्रिकालज्ञानसम्पन्नां नमामि भुवनेश्वरीं ॐ श्रीमात्रे नमः ॐ नवदुर्गां महाकाळीं ब्रह्मविष्णुशिवात्मिकां त्रिकालज्ञानसम्पन्नां नमामि भुवनेश्वरीं ॐ श्रीमात्रे नमः ॐ नवदुर्गां महाकाळीं ब्रह्मविष्णुशिवात्मिकां त्रिकालज्ञानसम्पन्नां नमामि भुवनेश्वरीं ॐ श्रीमात्रे नमः ॐ नवदुर्गां महाकाळीं ब्रह्म विष्णु शिवात्मिकां त्रिकालज्ञानसम्पन्नां नमामि भुवनेश्वरीं ॐ श्रीमात्रे नमः ॐ नवदुर्गां महाकाळीं ब्रह्म विष्णु शिवात्मिकां त्रिकालज्ञानसम्पन्नां नमामि भुवनेश्वरीं ॐ श्रीमात्रे नमः ॐ नवदुर्गां महाकाळीं ब्रह्म विष्णु शिवात्मिकां त्रिकालज्ञानसम्पन्नां नमामि भुवनेश्वरीं ॐ श्रीमात्रे नमः ॐ नवदुर्गां महाकाळीं ब्रह्मविष्णुशिवात्मिकां त्रिकालज्ञानसम्पन्नां नमामि भुवनेश्वरीं ॐ श्रीमात्रे नमः ॐ नवदुर्गां महाकाळीं ब्रह्मविष्णुशिवात्मिकां त्रिकालज्ञानसम्पन्नां नमामि भुवनेश्वरीं ॐ श्रीमात्रे नमः ॐ नवदुर्गां महाकाळीं ब्रह्मविष्णुशिवात्मिकां त्रिकालज्ञानसम्पन्नां नमामि भुवनेश्वरीं ॐ श्रीमात्रे नमः ॐ नवदुर्गां महाकाळीं ब्रह्मविष्णुशिवात्मिकां त्रिकालज्ञानसम्पन्नां नमामि भुवनेश्वरीं ॐ श्रीमात्रे नमः ॐ नवदुर्गां महाकाळीं ब्रह्मविष्णुशिवात्मिकां त्रिकालज्ञानसम्पन्नां नमामि भुवनेश्वरीं ॐ श्रीमात्रे नमः ॐ नवदुर्गां महाकाळीं ब्रह्मविष्णुशिवात्मिकां त्रिकालज्ञानसम्पन्नां नमामि भुवनेश्वरीं ॐ श्रीमात्रे नमः ॐ नवदुर्गां महाकाळीं ब्रह्मविष्णुशिवात्मिकां त्रिकालज्ञानसम्पन्नां नमामि भुवनेश्वरीं ॐ श्रीमात्रे नमः ॐ नवदुर्गां महाकाळीं ब्रह्मविष्णुशिवात्मिकां त्रिकालज्ञानसम्पन्नां नमामि भुवनेश्वरीं ॐ श्रीमात्रे नमः ॐ नवदुर्गां महाकाळीं ब्रह्मविष्णुशिवात्मिकां त्रिकालज्ञानसम्पन्नां नमामि भुवनेश्वरीं ॐ श्रीमात्रे नमः ॐ नवदुर्गां महाकाळीं ब्रह्मविष्णुशिवात्मिकां त्रिकालज्ञानसम्पन्नां नमामि भुवनेश्वरीं ॐ श्रीमात्रे नमः ॐ नवदुर्गां महाकाळीं ब्रह्मविष्णुशिवात्मिकां त्रिकालज्ञानसम्पन्नां नमामि भुवनेश्वरीं ॐ श्रीमात्रे नमः। ॐ नवदुर्गां महाकाळीं ब्रह्मविष्णुशिवात्मिकां त्रिकालज्ञानसम्पन्नां नमामि भुवनेश्वरीं ॐ श्रीमात्रे नमः। ॐ नवदुर्गां महाकाळीं ब्रह्मविष्णुशिवात्मिकां त्रिकालज्ञानसम्पन्नां नमामि भुवनेश्वरीं ॐ श्रीमात्रे नमः। ॐ नवदुर्गां महाकाळीं ब्रह्मविष्णुशिवात्मिकां त्रिकालज्ञानसम्पन्नां नमामि भुवनेश्वरीं ॐ श्रीमात्रे नमः। ॐ नवदुर्गां महाकाळीं ब्रह्मविष्णुशिवात्मिकां त्रिकालज्ञानसम्पन्नां नमामि भुवनेश्वरीं ॐ श्रीमात्रे नमः। ॐ नवदुर्गां महाकाळीं ब्रह्मविष्णुशिवात्मिकां त्रिकालज्ञानसम्पन्नां नमामि भुवनेश्वरीं ॐ श्रीमात्रे नमः। ॐ नवदुर्गां महाकाळीं ब्रह्मविष्णुशिवात्मिकां त्रिकालज्ञानसम्पन्नां नमामि भुवनेश्वरीं ॐ श्रीमात्रे नमः। ॐ नवदुर्गां महाकाळीं ब्रह्मविष्णुशिवात्मिकां त्रिकालज्ञानसम्पन्नां नमामि भुवनेश्वरीं ॐ श्रीमात्रे नमः। ॐ नवदुर्गां महाकाळीं ब्रह्मविष्णुशिवात्मिकां त्रिकालज्ञानसम्पन्नां नमामि भुवनेश्वरीं ॐ श्रीमात्रे नमः। ॐ नवदुर्गां महाकाळीं ब्रह्मविष्णुशिवात्मिकां त्रिकालज्ञानसम्पन्नां नमामि भुवनेश्वरीं ॐ श्रीमात्रे नमः। May Mother be invoked by us and she blesses us for Mukti, Bhakti, Jnanam, Mukti in this very life, very soon. Om, 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 Om Sahana Vavatu, Om Namo Brahmadibhyo, Om Yerime Gurubhi Purvam, Om Shankaram Shankaracharyam, Om Nidhaye Sarvavidyanam, Om Shruti Smriti Purananam, Om Jagademavidam Galita Kritayo, Vicharanti Mahamahasacharataha, Ahimam Shrivatra Vibhasi Guru Bhava Shankara Deshikame Sharanam, Om Brahmanandam Paramasupradam परब्रह्मणे श्रुतिमात्रे समस्त ब्रह्मभक्ति योग धर्म विद्या आचार्येभ्यो ऋषिभ्यो मुनिभ्यो गुरुभ्यो देवताभ्यो अस्मद्गुरुभ्यो नमः। श्वेताश्वतरोपनिषदाचार्येभ्यो नमः। संकल्पः तेषां सर्वेषां कृपानुग्रहेण उपनिषदुक्त ब्रह्मात्मैक्यबोधेन अस्मिन् क्षणे एव मोक्षकैवल्यप्राप्त्यर्थं सनातनधर्मस्य विश्वव्याप्तिषु आध्यात्मिकप्रगत्यर्थं धर्मसंस्थापकानां निरन्तरदिग्विजयार्थं श्रीराममन्दिरवत् शिवकृष्णादिमन्दिरादीनां पुनर्वाप्ति तेषु निरंतर शास्त्र अध्ययनादीनां द्वारा भारतवर्षस्य सनातन धर्मस्य बाह्याभ्यन्तर शत्रुघ्न समूल निर्मूलन पूर्वक भारतवर्षे विश्वे च अस्मात् क्षणादारभ्य वैदिक हिंद संस्कृतेः धर्ममोक्ष पुरुषार्थानां सु सम्प्रतिष्ठावाप्त्यर्थमस्यां कक्षायाम् आगतानां संकल्पित सत्कर्मसु दिग्विजयः तेषां हृदये परब्रह्मादीनां प्रतिभक्त्यादीनां द्वारा जन्म साफल्यार्थं कृष्ण यजुर्वेदीय श्वेताश्वतरोपनिषदः आद्य शंकर भाष्य समेत अध्ययन साधना प्रयत्न मोक्षार्थं सर्वे करिष्यामहे। पारायणम् अथ षष्ठोऽध्यायः 17, 18, 19, 20। ॐ यो ब्रह्माणं ॐ सतन्मयो हि अमृत ईश संस्थः ज्ञः सर्वगो भुवनस्यास्य गोप्ता य ईशेस्य जगतो नित्यमेव नान्यो हेतुर्विद्यते ईशनाय यो ब्रह्माणं विदधाति पूर्वं यो वै वेदांश्च प्रहिणोति तस्मै तं ह देवम् आत्मबुद्धिप्रकाशं मुमुक्षुर्वै शरणमहं प्रपद्ये निष्कलं निष्क्रियं शान्तं निरवध्यं निरञ्जनम् अमृतस्य परं सेतुं दग्धेन्दनमिवानलं यदा चर्मवदाकाशं वेष्टयिष्यन्ति मानवाः तदा देवमविज्ञाय दुःखस्यान्तो भविष्यति। 3 more mantras. Tomorrow we chant. One more round is over. Om. So we have seen up to the mantra 10th yesterday. What is being happening from mantra 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 is the description about the jiva, the total biography of the jiva, total components which make the jiva, you and I. All of them put together are the jiva is equal to bondage. Knowing them, dismantling them reveals to us the substratum on which all these are projected, superimposed as reality, in which we are bound. Okay. So, गुणान्वयो यः फलकर्मकर्ता कृतस्य तस्यैव सचोपभोक्ता स विश्वरूपः त्रिगुणः त्रिवर्त्मा प्राणादिपः सञ्चरति स्वकर्मभिः तेन अंगुष्ठमात्रः रवितल्यरूपः संकल्पाहंकार समन्वितो यः बुद्धेर्गुणेनात्मगुणेन चैव आराग्रमात्रो हि अपरोपि दृष्टः and he is बालाग्रशतभागस्य शतधा कल्पितस्य भागो जीवस्य विज्ञेयः तदानन्त्याय कल्प्यते शतधा कल्पितस्य च. So that Sukshmada of the Jiva is being told in that shloka. Now here Sukshmata is equal to immeasurability by any of the parameters. Such a funny concept is Jiva, you and I. And he becomes measurable when he gets identified with the variety of the Upadis. And the Upadis are given to him because of the karma as karma phala. That will come in the next mantra. Now in this mantra 10th, the gender is denied in that Jiva. Jiva per se has no linga veda because he is not stula sharira and lingas are only related to stula shariras and vyakarana. Like in Sanskrit, based on the gender only, whole bhasha. So Brahman or the Jiva being beyond that, he has no linga. But whichever the sharira he is put in, he comfortably identifies with it and he says, I am so. And it is required also for the decency of Vyavahar. But heart in heart, you and I must know that you and I are beyond the body, therefore, a lingadi are not for the jiva in us. And we said yesterday, that's how we can be born in any of the life in the Stri Yoni, Purusha Yoni, or Napumsaka also. Stri Sharira, Purusha, Napumsaka. Kuch bhi ho sakta. And nothing wrong to get through the experiences and get out of these samskaras or prarabdha. Lord will send us in any of the Sharira, Kubul, accept. Okay, Bhagavan. Go through. And don't compare, don't fight. Whatever the duties that can be done in any of these three Purusha, Sharira, you do that. That much decent understanding you must have. So the mantra number 10th was Naiva Strina Pumaneshaha Nachayvayam Napumsakaha Yad Yad Shariramaadatte Tena Tena Sarakshate. This is the mantra. So just in 2 minutes, browse through the Bhashyam, then enter into the next important mantra, which tells that how we bind ourselves as a jiva. Okay, so the Bhashya goes like this. Naivastri iti, this mantra I am commenting. Swataha advitiya aparoksha brahma atma sabhavatvat. Now here, even the concept of jiva also is transcended by the Bhashyakara Adi Shankara. He says, jiva by himself, not this side the sharira, but this side he is a swataha advitiya, the one without second, aparoksha, one's own, brahma, the reality, the Brahman, Atma, the self, Swabhavatva. So this Jiva, by his Swabhava, is Advitiya Aparoksha Brahma. The Jiva in you and I, in our own essential nature, are Advitiya Aparoksha Brahma only. That is our Swabhava. So that self has nothing to do with any of the Panchamahabhutas and the Rupanamas that are made out of it. And therefore, he is Naivastri Napuma. So here, in a objection manner, even in a gentle manner, or laughable manner, or humorous manner, or even sarcastic manner also, we can see that Shruti Mata is saying this to us. The Shruti Rishi is saying, what is that? You are a Jiva. Yeah. Instead of recognizing your oneness with this Brahman, who is one without second. What are you funny or what? You are this side identifying with the gross body and saying I am man or woman. पागल है क्या तुम? So that type of tone you can feel in this saying. In the Bhashyakara's Bhashya, we can say, you are Aditya Brahman. That you have to pursue. Instead of that, that which continuously gives you pain, dukkha, with that Sthula Sharira you identify. And there again compare and fight with each other on that basis of the gender, male, female and neuter. पागल हो क्या तुम? नैव स्त्री न पुमानेश नैव च अयम नपुंसकः. Not even is napumsaka, the neutral gender. Then what? The funniest part of him is what? He can detach by being in any of the body while functioning through the body. But that ability he gets lost, or he is lost already. He has to regain the ability. Loss of the ability forces him to identify with those shariras. That's what he says. Yadyat stri shariram, purusha shariram, napumsaka shariram va adatte. So whichever the body takes up, stri or purusha or napumsaka, tena sa, with that, sahacha vijnanatma. See, the jiva is vijnanatma. He is only the knower. वो भी गलत है actually. You are the pure self in whom the knower knowing knowledge trials are not there. चलो ठीक है, to play you are given one lower step, one lower stage status. What is that? You become a विज्ञानात्मा. अब रुक ना जानकर. Why are you going and identifying with the things which you know? Jiva is only vijnana. So I am in this body, I know that. I am the vijnanatma knowing that this is Stula Sharira, I am this in this body as Jiva. Who told me to go and identify this body? We should not know, but we do that mistake. That's the meaning of Yadyat Shariram Adatme Adatte Tena Tena Sahacha Vijnanatma, that Jiva, who is actually Vijnanatma only, should remain as Sakshi. Instead of that, what he does? Rakshate Tena Tena Samrakshate. What do you mean when Samrakshate Rakshate? Not that he is protected by them. It is Rakshana is the word generally we use positively for protection. Here, Rakshana also means that not allowing to go out. Like the Samrakshana done by the parents of the children. Then the Samrakshana done by the police of the criminals in the jail. And the Samrakshana done by the criminals themselves when they kidnap some people, hostages. तीनों संरक्षण शब्द ही है, but you should understand the meaning of the संरक्षण of the parents is most positive and divine. The samrakshana of the police of those criminals is to save the society from these dushtas. And the criminals doing samrakshana of the ordinary people as hostages by holding them. Actually, it is the meaning is totally opposite of the word samrakshana. वो लोग तो ब्लैकमेल कर रहे हैं, पैसे दो तभी छोड़ूंगा ऐसा वगैरह. So the third one is applicable here. Samrakshate means whichever sharira he is taking up, by that sharira he samrakshate means like the terrorist kidnaps and keeps the hostages, like that these upadhis are kidnapping us, the terrorists, and they are making we the jiva hostage. And we only have given them permission. And our inadvertence is the permission given to the upadhis to catch us. प्लीज रिमेंबर, चाहे भीतर उपाधियों में फंसे हम या बाहर किसी भी समस्या में फंसे, अल्टीमेटली यू एंड आई आर द कारण. तुम गए क्यों वहां? लैंड में स्लाइड होने के लिए या दलदल में फंसने के लिए या कृष्णा वासुदेव फ्लड में फ्लड आउट होने के लिए? व्हाई डिड यू गो? बट आई डिडंट नो दैट इज योर प्रॉब्लम. Instead of sitting one place and knowing yourself, anything you do, you are the cause for the subsequent problem. Isn't it? No. I went there to meditate on the self only, on the rock in the river. Suddenly the floods came, they took me away. So that is the blessing of Ganga Maya. She gave mukti from the deha as a such. So tena tena sa rakshate is what means tatta dharman atmani adhyasya abhimanyate. The dharmas of those shariras he superimposed on himself, and then abhimanyate he has the abhiman. What is the abhimana? Sthuloham. When he is having good food, good health, the body is fat, he says I am sthulaha. And krushoham, when some 2-3 diseases attack continuously, no doctor is able to cure. Therefore खाना पचता नहीं, हजम होता नहीं, खा नहीं रही है. अब देखिए पतले हो जाते. You can see some people who are very fat, stout, up to the age of 70, 75. पता नहीं. But some of the diseases come, they slowly enter onto the bed. You know, देखते देखते they become so thin, like the children when they were age of 5, 6, 7. आराम से उठा के ले आ सकते. इतना बड़ा भारी शरीर था, ये 6 लोग भी उठा नहीं सकते थे उनको. Yeah, but now some disease has come, worry, tension, he got reduced. Krushoham, but Sthurata, Krushata belong to the body, not me, the Jiva. But we get Abhimanyate identified and speak like that. Then we say Kushoham, Krushoham, then black and white and all of that. Puvanaham, I'm a man. Then Stri Aham, I'm a woman. Then Napumsakaham, I'm neuter. In this way, Yadyat Sharira Madatte Tena Tena Sarakshati means Tatta Dharman Atmani Adyasya Abhimanyate. All those dharmas of the upadhis he puts on himself and does the abhimana that I am man, woman, thin or lean or fat or stout or tall or short or black or white or young or old or healthy or diseased. All these are only of the Sharira, not the Jiva. See, strengthen I am Jiva Bhava and strengthen I am not the Deha Bhava. Let the things happen to the Sharira. हाँ जो treatment करना है करो. Like the doctors, nurses in the hospital. Daily hundreds of Sharira they treat. But with the clarity that that is not my Sharira. Only problem is their own Sharira they identify with. Giving example is given to say they deal with this our own body like the nurses, doctors deal with the hundreds of bodies every day they come. बीमारी है तो दवा दे दिया, भूख लगी तो खाना दे दिया, ठीक हो गए तो भगा. बट दे आर नॉट मी. सो टू दिस शरीर इज नॉट. बीमार लगता है उसको तो दवा दो, ठीक ठाक है तो साधना के लिए उपयोग करो, जब चला जाना है तो चले जाओ. इतना डिटैच इफ वी कैन आर विथ द बॉडी एंड सो टू विथ एनीथिंग ऑफ द वर्ल्ड वी हैव डिस्कवर्ड द art of freedom. Freedom is this only. Getting freed from that which is not you, that which is not yours. Sharira is neither you nor yours. Why are you attached and worried? Vedanta, if it is understood, it makes life so simple like this. Huh? What the wise people do is this only. वो कहते हैं ऐसे दुनिया में इतने सारे पंचमहाभूतों से how many शरीर are made and they are getting destroyed. This is one of them. How does it matter? That's not the attitude. And I am the Brahman inside, the abstract. हमको एक शरीर में ही हूँ, इसको हमेशा भोजन मिलना चाहिए, रेस्ट मिलना चाहिए, ये हमेशा लॉन्ग लाइफ हेल्थीली रहना चाहिए, इसको खरोच भी नहीं होना. These are all funny notions because we think we are the शरीर. And तो होता नहीं जो हमने उम्मीद रखा. खरोच नहीं होना है, डेली खरोच होता है. बीमारी नहीं होने, no day without बीमारी. I should not become old, you are already become old. And then we get tense, worried and all. All these things happen to the Mahatmas too. They don't even look at it or bother. He says, as the Jiva, how many thousands of Shariras like this have taken up and dropped. And as a Brahman, these are all just Maya only. Agatita Gatana Patiyasi. Or if you value it, it catches. I told you the other day, Maya is like the sabji wala, phal wala in front of our house. वो चिल्लाता जाएगा. If you just look at him, he thinks that you want it. Therefore, he'll stop there. And he will even say, Mataji kuch chahiye kya? Pitaji kuch chahiye kya Maharaj? He will inquire you. You don't even look at him, he will also go. The Maya Krita entire Dehadi Upadhis are like that. वैल्यू दे दिया, फंस गए। अब देखो बस हम ब्राह्मण करते जाओ। दिस आर ऑल नॉट रियल, नॉट देयर परमानेंटली। शश्वन नश्वरम है। Not knowing this, the jiva yadyat shariram adatte tena tena sarakshate tattad gunan tattad dharman atmani adhyasyati. Adhyasya abhimanyate. Tat tat dharman atmani adhyasya abhimanyate stuloham krushoham ityadi. So this is the summary of the sloka, that detach in your understanding from this stula sharira. Are you male or female or neuter? If you have to fill up the form, you write it there. But heart and heart, we must know I am the jiva, temporarily stationed or housed in this sharir. So too, do you have bimari, hunger, etc.? Yes, at the time to maintain the body, we should feel so and do so. Yet heart and heart, we know it is to the sharir and not to have somebody beyond. इस तरह से निरंतर जीव भाव को पकड़कर शरीर तादात्म्य को छोड़ना. एंड इसी में भगवान शंकर टोल्ड that Svena Brahma Advitiya Atma Swarupena Vyavasthitatvat. Not even Jiva I am to Brahman. Karte, when we keep on doing those positive samskaras, Guru Aham Brahmas, then the other samskara that I am Jiva Aham Deham, they'll go. This is what we have to achieve. This is the only way for final solution. There are other solutions, they are temporary. But the root cause of problem, the identity with Jiva Bhava, Deva Bhava, Deha Bhava, as long as there, so long the relapsing of problems will happen. This much enough today. Kena tariyasau sharirani adate ityaha. What's the process of him getting the sharira? This way he gets. The mantra we chant today, tomorrow we'll study. Sankalpana sparshana drushti mohaihi grasambu vrushtyacha atma vivruddhi janma karmananu कर्मानुगान्यनु क्रमेण देहि स्थानेषु रूपाणि अभिसंप्रपद्यते. Little important mantra, how he gets deserved or deserves various shariras. That's the sloka. So this sloka again will guide us. What negative karmas we do, we get the negative body. What positive karma do, we get positive body. What sadhana we do, we transcend the body. All the three are informed. Let us listen tomorrow. Om 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 Om. ओम पूर्णमद पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते. ओम शांति शांति शांति. हरि ओम श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः. परमर्षिभ्यो परब्रह्मणे श्रुतिमात्रे वा तत्सत् ब्रह्मार्पणमस्तु. In this 1 hour 10 minutes, we are doing sadhana ashtakam. Some people do only one thing, that is their way, their greatness, their joy. That also great. That alone is great actually. We do the 7-8 things. See, one, Veda Mantra Vacha. Second, Stotra Parayana. Third, common sense thought. Fourth, Japa of the mantra. Fifth, again Shanti mantras. Sixth, Mangala Sarana mantras. Sankalpa. Seventh is Upanishad mantra. Eighth is Upanishad Adhyayana. So many things. A good opportunity, because so much variety are given, the mind intellect can focus. The earlier 6, 7 are to prepare us for the last one, the Upanishad Adhyayana. Let may we, by all these doings, deserve that ability that throughout the day we only do the Upanishad Adhyayanam, Mananam, Chintanam, Dhyana. May the need of all the earlier things which we are doing be fulfilled, or the need for which they are done, let that be achieved. Thank you. Now join for Gita for 15 minutes.